Hey there, Alex Kidman with my quick video thoughts on Apple's Far Out event, which has just concluded as I'm recording this, which means it is the middle of the night. I need more coffee, and Apple, of course, was bringing the hype. So, what do we get and what do I think of it? Look, first and foremost, obviously, this was an event about the iPhones, and there was the expected split with the iPhone 14 and the iPhone 14 Pro. The 14s only stay with that A15 Bionic, which is in one sense a little bit disappointing. It is sort of last year's chip, and you are still paying that premium for it. At the same time, the A15 Bionic is a very powerful little system, and I still have that overriding question of what people are actually using that power for. The Plus looks like a nice model if you like that larger phone, but obviously sad violin noises for those who liked the Mini. Both models, of course, will support satellite calling in the US for emergency purposes only. Sorry, I should say the US and Canada. I did mention it was the middle of the night, so I'm just going off the hip with this one. And look, it's a neat, interesting feature. I can see a lot of utility for Australians once it launches here, but it's not launching here yet. It's not even launching in the US and Canada until November this year, with 2 years free availability. Apple have not said how much it's going to cost after that, and that could be very, very interesting. I'd hate to head out to the middle of nowhere, suddenly realize you needed it, and realize, oh wait, I didn't pay for the satellite bit this month. Bit of a challenge there, I think. I do like the design of most of what they've done with these new phones. The whole pill notch thing, look, honestly, that never fussed me, but they are at least doing something intelligent with the way the pill works on the Pro models, although Dynamic Island is a really, really silly name for it. The new cameras look really schmick, but then they should. The Pro phones are meant to be the camera phones, but really, I've got to give those some hands-on testing time to really see how they compare against the best in market. Again, Apple has some really, really good form here. For battery life, Apple's making some slightly bigger, bolder claims, but of course, they don't actually release what those battery life figures are. One little caveat, which I did not like, is that Apple is still playing games with Australians when it comes to 5G. The iPhone models you'll be able to buy here will be sub-6 only, no support for millimeter wave. I think that's super disappointing for such a premium priced phone. Yes, not everyone will have millimeter wave availability where they are, but I think if you're going to sell this as a super flagship phone, maybe give it the best 5G it can get, because some of your competitors do, Apple. Then we had the new Apple Watch devices, the Series 8, the SE, and the Ultra. And there's a few cool new features here. The temperature sensor for tracking ovulation and women's health. Obviously, not a feature that I will personally use, but a super important feature for half the population. It's something that shouldn't be ignored. The car crash detection is also kind of neat. It's not really clear where those emergency calls are going to go, though, or whether or not, again, that's US only, and we do have to bear in mind Apple has a history of making these things and announcing these things as US specific because they are a US company. Not so much exciting on the SE front, but look, it's a nice little watch if you want to get into that Apple ecosystem. Then we got the big boy, the Apple Watch Ultra. And look, that's a nice, big-looking phone. Obviously one for the fitness fanatics, and the fitness fanatics were cashed up at $1,299. That is a fairly expensive little watch there, although a super durable one that should presumably last you a good long time. Claimed 36-hour runtime is pretty impressive. I reckon we might see a few people who don't really care about fitness getting it for that reason alone. And finally, of course, we had the Airpods Pro. Now, without testing them in my ears, really hard to say whether or not these are better or worse. The spatial audio and the personalized spatial audio, that's kind of cute. The claim of double active noise cancelling relative to the original AirPods Pro is a big and bold one. The original AirPods Pro are still some of the best ANC headphones that you can get, so doubling that should put them ahead of the competition. Again, I'll have to wait and see until I can test it. As I said, quick and dirty thoughts. That's my take on Apple's Far Out event. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe.